All right, good afternoon, everyone. Always exciting this time of year. Start off the football season. I just want to welcome you today and thank you for coming to the news conference for Coaches for Charity. My name is Edgar Soto. I'm the Executive Director of Athletics at Pima Community College. If the people I introduced right now can just kind of raise their hands or stand up, just so we know who we're talking about here. But I would first like to recognize Dr. Ed Ackerley of Ackerley Advertising. He serves as our president for Coaches for Charity. Ed's right back there. And we got Janet Hare of the Doubletree, one of our sponsors, who is vice president of Coaches for Charity. Is Janet in here? Janet's not in here. And then we've got Janice Price Davis, our director of development, who's back there. Janice, if you can say hello to everyone. We'd also like to acknowledge a few people from the community here who's assisted with Coaches for Charity in the Kickoff Classic. First of all, Herman House. Is Herman House here today from TOSD? He is not. Joe Paddock from the Amphi School District. I just saw Joe's right there in the back. Chuck Stepani from Sahuaro High School. Is Chuck here? All right. How about Craig Corvell from Raytheon? There's Craig. All right. And then Bill Ackerley from Ackerley Advertising. Where's Bill at? I think, oh, there he is right there with the camera. Just a little bit about Coaches for Charity. It began 6 years ago and has presented athletic events, special events, and assistance to young people. The mission of Coaches for Charity is simple. Support young people, encourage healthy, active lifestyles. Coaches for Charity Incorporation serves Southern Arizona and assist students regardless of their ability, especially high school athletes, with scholarship assistance in preparation for college. Specifically, Coaches for Charity helps student athletes who have career-ending injuries realize their dream of attending college on athletic scholarship might not be possible, and that's where we try to step in and help those students. Coaches for Charity Incorporation sponsors events including the annual Kickoff Classic and assists in the presentation of the MLK Basketball Classic, the Ross Street Cougar Basketball Tournament, which is a middle school tournament. It awards athletic scholarships to student athletes of all abilities and provides support to community organizations. As you can see, we have, I think, 5 of the 6 coaches here today, and they brought a player or two representing each of them. We'll first introduce each coach, and we'll make a brief comment about, and he will make a brief comment about his team, and then we'll make the coaches and players available for one-on-one interviews. Just to give you a little upcoming of what's coming up here, we've got the first game is going to be on Thursday, tomorrow at 7 p.m. against Sahuaro as they take on Sahuaro, and Palo Verde against Flowing Wells. On Friday, our signature games are Hamilton at Ironwood Ridge and Snowflake at Amphi. So I'm going to start off by introducing the Sahuaro head coach. Is Scott McKee down here? Come on up, Scott. I'm going to say a little about you. I've known Scott for a long time, but the Cougars are coming off a 9-2 record for the 2014 season and look to push forward in the Division II state playoffs. Head coach Scott McKee is entering his 7th year with the program and has a dynamic duo in the senior quarterback Stephen Miller and senior wide receiver Casey Carnegie. Miller threw for almost 1,800 yards and 19 TDs with only 3 interceptions. Carnegie looks to build off his performance in the playoffs after he caught 4 passes for 135 yards. He had almost 300 yards receiving for the season. Scott McKee. All right, coach.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks, guys, for having us today. I just want to thank Coaches for Charity for allowing us to be part of this for the 6th year. We've been a part of this, and we appreciate it. We're looking forward to some other teams getting an opportunity to get the spotlight that we've gotten from it. I'm blessed to coach at Sahuaro High School. We got great kids, outstanding parents, and a big tradition, and we're just trying to get better every day. Thank you.
All right, Sahuarita coach is not here today, right? Is that correct? Robert Day. Okay, so we'll go ahead and introduce Palo Verde head coach Laurence Ruhf, and I'll say a little bit about the Palo Verde team here. Palo Verde, the Titans are coming off a difficult season in 2014, but look to rebound in a big way under second-year head coach Laurence Ruhf. Watch for the running back core of juniors Clifford Brown and Stephen Downs, and for senior wide receivers DeAndre Davis and Isaac Olguin. The offensive line could also be a difference maker with senior captains Brandon Clark and Anthony Hanshaw. So, Coach, would you come up here and say a few things?
Yeah, this is our first year with the Coaches for Charity Kickoff Classic, and Palo Verde is excited to be in it. We have a great group of kids. We've worked so hard to get to this point, and we're looking ready to have a great season. And I'm glad that they get a big stage to kind of catapult on and kind of show everybody how hard we've been working. Thank you.
Okay, next I'd like to bring up Coach Brunenkant from Flowing Wells. Coach, you here? Come on up, Coach. Okay, so the Caballeros are led by head coach Mark Brunenkant, who is in his 7th season at Flowing Wells. Went 1-9 from 2013 to a 7-3 record in 2014 and just missed out on the playoffs. They'll move to Division IV starting this year and will be led by senior running back, defensive back Deontay Flores, who rushed for over 1,400 yards and scored 26 touchdowns this last season.
You didn't have to remind me about that 1-9 season, but we had a great season last year. It's pretty special. We have a special group of kids. Our senior class, led by our senior class, brought Deontay Flores and Henry Barbola here. Henry anchors our offense and our offensive line and plays linebacker for us. Just like all the other coaches, we've been working hard, trying to get over the heat and everything. So we're excited for this upcoming season, our schedule, and put us in a position to do something that Flowing Wells hasn't been in for a few years. So I congratulate the Coaches for Charity, Mr. Ackerley, Ms. Price, Ms. Hare, good friends of mine. Nice to see you, and I wish all the coaches a good season. Stay healthy, and good luck. Thank you.
Okay, if I can get head coach Matt Johnson up here. Ironwood Ridge, the Nighthawks look to have another strong season. They finished with an overall record of 9-1. Head coach Matt Johnson is entering his 7th year and looks to send a couple of the top seniors home with another state championship. Lineman Chase Loretta will be depended upon on both sides of the ball, and running back Cole McLafferty will look to capitalize on a 1,000-yard season.
On behalf of Ironwood Ridge, we're just super excited to be part of this event. We always are trying to promote, not just within our team or within our school, but within the entire sport of high school athletics, and this idea of camaraderie and all of us being together for a cause, and this is definitely an easy cause to rally around. The idea of these athletes that have been injured and supporting them in their dreams for college is pretty special. I brought Harrison B. Miller. He'll be a two-way starter for us this year at quarterback and at safety, and Cole McLafferty, who will also be a two-way starter for us at running back and defensive back. They're outstanding students, and they epitomize what we strive for in terms of student athletes. Thank you very much.
Okay, next up is Jorge Mendivil, or George Mendivil here, and I just wanted to recognize Herman House in the back here from TUSD. Just showed up. Herman's part of our Coaches for Charity, so thanks, Herman. All right. Okay, the Panthers finished 4-6 with George Mendivil's first season with the program. They'll look for breakout years from senior quarterback Taylor John, who threw for 438 yards and 5 TDs, and junior tight end Ezra Thomas, who had 147 yards receiving and 2 TDs last year. Look for sophomore defensive tackle David Watson to be a force on both sides of the ball and a leader for his team.
All right, it's kind of hard going 5th, and everybody's already said what I was planning on saying. But just to echo on a couple things, obviously we've been working hard. We have a very difficult first couple games with a couple of state contenders or returning playoff teams on our docket, which is really good. The other thing is, the first time I've been in 0 week, so it's a year earlier, but at the same time it gets our guys, gets that camaraderie going a little bit more. I also like to thank the admin at Amphi. Mr. Pack does a great job promoting this event, and us having 2 schools in it is really important. So I brought along with me Taylor John and David Watson, who was mentioned in the pre-speech. So again, we're happy to be here. Thank you.